Hello everyone, welcome to the Advanced Algorithm Scripting Challenges from FreeCodeCamp. Today we have Cipher. So Cipher is an algorithm that kind of shifts the codes, the ASCII codes of letter by the number of places that you choose. In this case, for this specific algorithm, we have the ROT13 cipher. So that basically means that characters are shifted by 13 places. Now, like with all the other challenges, there are many ways to do that, but I just chose to use the replace method and do it in one line. So I hop in here with the string, so the input, and then do a replace on it, replace all the alphabetical characters by a map of. So I go in here with the input string, I replace the alphabetical characters with a function with C as an iterator. You can call it whatever you want, like always, because it's just an alias. And we are getting the letter, the character from the code, and that code is going to be the character code at the first position. So it's always going to be the first position from here. So the character that we're currently iterating through, minus 65, because that's the alphabet. Uppercase alphabet always begins with 65. 65 is the A letter, plus 13, because we're shifting 13 places. And then we modulus that to 26, because there are 26 letters in the English alphabet. And that basically means we get the rest from that division and add 65 to it. I know it sounds complicated, but well, it actually is. But yeah, you can see here a visual representation of the ASCII characters. Let's say we have an A. Let's say here, somewhere here, there's an A there, right? So now we know that it's going to be an N, like this A is the code for an N. So how do we figure that out? How do we know that? That's why this code does the trick, because when you look here, A minus 65 is going to be 0, plus 13 is going to be here 13. Modulus of 13 with 26 is going to be 13, because 13 divided by 26, you got a rest of 13, okay? And that 13, you're going to add 13 to 65. 13 plus 65 is 78, which is N. Now, we can of course do that also in the console. Let's see. So I'm gonna clear the console, and now we're gonna go like this: 65, so A, minus 65 plus 13. We got 13. 13 modulus 26. 13. 13 plus 65, 78. Now we check 78 is N. Okay, so it basically works, and that would be for all the letters. Now, why does this work? Because the alphabet is a cycle. Like when you say 26 here for the number of letters, that means that it's always going to be repeated in a cycle. It's the power of the modulus. You're going to see it very often in engineering practices. It is quite powerful, and that's why they recommend people to use that. You basically get your rest here added to the 65, which is the first letter. It's going to give us, the real letter we are looking for. And as you can see here, converts this into FreeCodeCamp. We ran the tests and it passes. We are over the half of the algorithms already. So that's wonderful. If you have any questions, do not feel afraid to ask. I will be gladly answering your questions. Please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel. It does help a lot. And thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.